On Saturday, February 14th, 2026, the Lord said to hold the 365 National Prayer Meeting once again. The Pastoral Association then shared what they had seen in a vision. They said that in the mountains there was an enormous dark fortress, about 20 meters high, made of rock. In front of it there was an enormous iron door, about 20 meters high. They said it was an enormous, dark, impregnable fortress that no one could breach by human means, with an occupier inside. This is what he showed us about the situation in our nation. The Lord told us that the situation in our nation cannot be overcome by human strength. To give you an idea of just how important the 365 National Prayer Meeting is, the Lord showed those who gathered to pray shining brightly. When those thousands of people moved in unison toward that fortress, united in prayer, it was like what happens when a plastic bag melts away completely just by coming near a gas flame. In that same way, the fortress, which was otherwise impenetrable by human strength, was shown being pierced open with wide, round openings 3 to 4 meters wide, allowing those radiant people to pass right through and enter. He said that the fortress within is not as sturdy as it appears from the outside. It is already decayed and ruined. He said that inside it was filled with wooden boards and rubbish. Everything was chaotic and disorderly. It was shown that when the radiant ones enter, they take possession of that land. He showed yet another vision. Jesus was in the center, dressed in radiant white Jewish robes, with people standing in formation of both sides. The Lord showed us that these were the people who prayed together in the 365 National Prayer Meeting. They were clad in armor and helmets, resembling the king's warriors from the Roman era, arranged in formation to the left and right of Jesus, who stood in the center. In front of the army standing in formation was a mass of rubbish, straw, and insects. When the Lord pointed toward that area and signaled for them to advance, the moment the soldiers obeyed and stepped forward, everything from 20 meters ahead began to melt away and burned up in flames. They emphasized the vital importance of this 365 National Prayer Meeting and urged everyone to pray for the nation and its people in unison, wherever they may be at the same time, from midnight to 1 a.m., much like marching around the walls of Jericho.
Oh, those of you who sincerely hold in your hearts a resolve regarding that prayer and a heart of intercession, please stand and pray. As you stand, he will pour fire upon the top of your head, over your back, and into your heart. Thank you for commanding us to march forward. Thank you for your word, which equips us to put on the full armor of God. Please use us freely as an army of prayer. As we cry out to the Lord and pray, I urge you to resolve to completely dedicate yourselves.